This is a bizarre one. Deputies have arrested the victim of a sex crime because they think she was helping the man who victimized her hide from them. Here's News 13's Amanda Goodman. Amanda?
Dick, deputies were looking for James Donaleski, but it seemed like they always just missed him. Then they figured out why.
Back in 1995, he was charged with lewd and lascivious conduct of a minor under the age of 14 in California.
The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office says 55-year-old James Donaleski has had to register as a sex offender ever since. When he moved to New Mexico 2 years ago, he did register, but last summer, something changed.
He had listed an address here in Albuquerque. Detectives had been out there several times and never physically saw him at that address.
The detectives would leave flyers like this one, letting him know they'd stopped by to check on him and make sure he's registering as a sex offender. And they say Donaleski always called them shortly after, saying he had stepped out, but that he was back now.
After the 8th time of, calling back and not, having physical contact with him, our detectives started to do surveillance on him.
Eventually, they were able to track him to a trailer in Elephant Butte, where he'd been living for the past year, and arrested him. But he wasn't the only one in trouble.
We later found out that his stepdaughter, who was the original victim in this particular case, was notifying him anytime a flyer, she actually lived at that address.
That's right. Deputies say his 13-year-old victim, who's now 31, was helping him avoid the law. Because of that, she was also arrested and charged with conspiracy.
She felt a little bit guilty about him having to register. She kind of felt that it was her fault, and so she was trying to assist him to not have to register.
Now, BCSO says to their knowledge, the victim never recanted her story about what happened to her, but didn't want to see him punished forever for it. Dick?
All right, Amanda, Donaleski will be sent back to Albuquerque, where he could face jail time for ducking deputies and ducking the sex offender registry.